Hi there, it's Dr. Susan Bernstein, and I'm so glad you're joining me for another episode of Mind Body Mondays. And if you're frustrated or anxious, as I just before this broadcast, just before going live and recording, I'm going to share with you a technique that should help. So I'm super excited to share this with you. And today's topic for episode 6 of Mind Body Mondays is anxious, frustrated, do a blowout. And I want to share this technique that if you're anxious or frustrated will really work for you. To shift that. I'm Dr. Susan Bernstein. For those of you who haven't had the chance to meet in person or watched one of my webcasts or met in some other way, I'm an executive coach and leadership consultant and have been since 2001. And my mission is to help you to master the strategy and psychology to elevate your leadership. You'll find me at drsusanbernstein.com with a whole lot more resources for you. So today I want to share a micro shift. That's what I do on Mondays. I share micro shifts, and micro shifts are quick mind body practices that you can use in 5 minutes or under to recover from stress. They're rapid recovery techniques that boost your resilience, and they're self-care techniques that nobody needs to know you're doing. It's like usually undetectable, flying under the radar, totally invisible ways that you can recover from stress quickly. So when you're stressed, you generally hold your breath. Obviously not enough to kill you, right? Turn blue, I would hope. But we all have this, our diaphragms will tense up and we'll be getting less oxygen. And when you get less oxygen to your brain, it's harder to think clearly. It's harder to feel really good. So I want to actually have you practice with a technique today, give you hands-on or mind-body practice with a technique that can help you if you're feeling stressed, anxious, frustrated. So I'd like you to bring to mind a time that's a mild time that you felt stressed. Let's say in the last month or so, not something wildly stressful, like gosh, had to visit somebody in the hospital, or you got really devastating bad news, something minor. Practice always with something minor, any of the techniques that I share. And we're going to do this week's micro shift, which is to do a blowout. And I don't mean with your hair, because that's not applicable to everybody anyway. So this week's micro shift is about releasing your breath in a long, slow way, like you're blowing bubbles. So I don't have any bubbles right here, but if I did, doing that re-regulates the oxygen levels in your body. When you exhale and your exhales are longer than your inhales, you naturally re-regulate your oxygen levels, and that helps your body to come into a natural state of greater relaxation. So it will help to clear your mind, and it will help you to release tension. So let's say you're sitting in a meeting and somebody throws, an angry expression at you, and you're really frustrated and you feel yourself tense up, and you feel especially, the muscles in your back or your chest or your throat start to constrict. And the thing that you can do now, you don't want to, maybe you do want to bring bubbles to the meeting. It might actually be really funny if you can have that light sense of humor. You also don't want to blow at somebody, but you can just and you don't have to be audible at all, but let the air out. This is a great technique. I do this all the time in the car when I'm in bad traffic. It really helps. And nobody has to know that you're doing this if you don't make it like giant and enormous, but really you can blow that stress away. So I invite you to try this. And when you've tried it, I invite you in the comments on YouTube to comment. Let me know how this went for you. Try it a few times. And you can do a blowout when you feel like having a blowout. Try this out. I'd love to know how it works for you. You can always watch me weekly. On Mondays, I produce Mind Body Mondays, which are micro shifts like you just saw with the blowout for resilient leaders. And my Wednesday webcast is Leadership Lessons with Dr. Susan. You can subscribe to watch the episodes on my YouTube channel, which you'll find at youtube.com/Dr. Susan Bernstein, or just put in Dr. Susan Bernstein on YouTube, and you'll find my channel. And for those of you who want more help and support in your leadership, and perhaps you're at some kind of crossroads in your leadership, wondering what to do next, maybe you're dealing with difficult people issues, or you've outgrown or your position, or you need to grow into a new position that feels like a stretch, or you need to boost your executive presence, I welcome you to email or call me, and we'll set up a complimentary consultation to talk about what's happening in your career and discuss a potential coaching relationship to get you the support that you need to elevate your leadership. Please feel free to call me at 415-508-8250, internationally add a 1 in front of that, or email me at hello@drsusanbernstein.com and let me know you'd like to set up a consultation, and we'll make it happen. And just really want to thank you so much for watching. It's always a joy being with you. And if you like this episode and you like what I'm sharing, please do a like on YouTube and subscribe and follow me. And please share with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Love to share this good news with people. Thanks so much. Take care, and wish you all the best in your career.